This is the new song called Judgment Day. If you could just share it when you've listened and leave some comments, let me know what you think. Standing every day in the playground at school was the tallest of boys, taller than them all. He was always so happy, he never complained. But there was one thing about him everybody found strange. Asked to go to his house, his whole manner would change. Anger would build up, then he'd run away in a rage. Like somebody just said, he'd be locked away in a cage for days, when in fact that happened every time he got home, cause his mum and dad were always drunk, locked him in his room all alone. So the tallest boy, the happiest boy, would crumble like a wall and fall to his knees on his own. Unbeknown to his friends, the devastation at home, they could never keep up, even just to follow. All he really wanted was affection and love. All he got in return was rejection and a shove. So again to the next day with his brave face, hoping one day one person could fill the lost space, becoming this little kid's saving grace. You think you know someone but don't know them at all, cause it all comes undone when you let your guard fall, putting trust in one person, giving them your all. But nothing's ever as it seems, too hard to make the call when you think you see something. But did you see it all? Two sides to every story, so don't assume you know it all. Husband and wife but not together anymore. Man and woman torn apart by divorce, torn apart in a court like a racket and a ball, back and forth on a court, arguing like it's a game just because they were bored. New high score, arguments galore. She wins that one by laying on the floor, cause he beat her to the floor, kicked and punched her on the floor, black and blue laying in a pool of blood on the floor. Police got called by the nosy neighbour next door, thought she saw it all. Now the bloke's been caught and so again he's up in court, standing there looking on at the woman that he fought for years to get divorced, until the end when he was forced to knock her down a peg or two. For years he'd been abused and couldn't deal anymore with the torture that amused her, till his body was sore. Like a verbal assault was the season the beating for the main course, mainly when she was drinking, but other times without thinking would lean over and punch him or shout disgusting words at him. He put up with it for so long cause not one person would believe him. But now there's nothing to believe in, cause she's trying to get rid of him, standing there making it seem like she's the bloody victim. You think you know someone but don't know them at all, cause it all comes undone when you let your guard fall, putting trust in one person, giving them your all. But nothing's ever as it seems, too hard to make the call when you think you see something. But did you see it all? Two sides to every story, so don't assume you know it all. He's been locked away and abused, so afraid and made to lose. He's so fed up of being used, everybody being so amused, like he's a monkey performing in a zoo, that he's gonna turn his back on his life, forget his parents, then erase the memories of his sorry ex-wife. They made his life a living hell. If he could, he would, his life he'd sell, but wouldn't wish that on any living thing. Then there's the fact it wouldn't cost anything. So with no wife and no family, the lonely man moves on ever so slowly to become the tallest man, the happiest man, standing tall to be the proudest man, living on so happily with no more misery, wishing just one day he will be judged fairly. Wishing just one day he will be judged fairly. You think you know someone but don't know them at all, cause it all comes undone when you let your guard fall, putting trust in one person, giving them your all. But nothing's ever as it seems, too hard to make the call when you think you see something. But did you see it all? Two sides to every story, so don't assume you know it all. So that is the new song called Judgment Day. If you could just share it when you've listened and comment on it and let me know what you think.